Hello everyone, it's Dark Siren here, and it's been a long while since I made one of these videos or did anything related to Captured, my straight visual novel. 2016 was a crappy year filled with lots of job searching, a household overcrowded with people who don't understand that a grown woman can like writing and drawing. Now, with the house being less hectic, I came close to two realizations. As hard as the internet may be, terribly thanks to people being able to hide behind his phone, tablet, TV, or computer screen, there are some really encouraging people out there. Other artists and writers and geeks and indie game developers that strive on the internet and are waiting to share their thoughts with someone in a civilized manner. Contrary to popular belief, there are nice people on the internet. Finding these people is the challenge, I admit that. Luckily, I've been finding them, and I'm slowly adapting to using the internet to spread more awareness of my work. I realize the more time I spend online sharing my passions, the more of a nice separation I developed between my internet life and my boring real life. My desire to create anything last year was dead for the most part. I managed to release an ebook, which I'll talk about someday. Constantly talking about creating something and actually getting down to create said something is a totally different experience. Releasing this ebook changed me and has killed my procrastination. On to my second realization. In 2016, I remembered I used to talk about various game companies I was volunteering with in the past. One year on my website, Dark Siren Game, almost all of my posts was about one of the game companies and how our very first massive multiplayer online role-playing game, also known as our very first video game ever, was going to be released soon. When everyone on the team realized that developing their very first video game required concentration, money, cooperation, among too many things to count, the team slowly dissolved into people dreaming about making a video game and getting together to play other people's video games instead. If anything, some of the members on the team could talk about DC Universe online all day, but only 2 hours about our MMORPG. That's a sad conclusion that a lot of aspiring video game developers end up at when they try to make a video game. We were too ambitious. It's not an exaggeration to say that I am the only former member who's still working on any projects whatsoever. What this all means is that I used to put Captured on hold while I tried to work with various starting video game companies or people who had ideas. Now I'm happily single and find the idea of working with aspiring dreamers a feature horror story waiting to happen. I can finally focus solely on finishing Captured. I don't have a date because I feel like that's a bad thing to say from experience. There is an offline group that I found that creates games, for real. Like, some of their video games are on Nintendo eShop, and they showed me their games. Actual proof that they can design video games. One of the guys even organized Pixel Fest 2017 and gave me tips for creating an RPG. For sanity purposes, I would like to attend some of their meetings in the future, but a part of me is burned from the previous companies I volunteered for. I want to work alone for a very long time because I think working in a team is not for me. I do have two creative people on my mom's side of the family that are helping me understand legal stuff when it comes to creating things for the internet to enjoy, as well as a creative family friend to talk to about legal matters. A few offline friends who offer me support, and I'm good with that while I try to become more of a solo team for the most part. Lastly, E3 came and passed. There were a few games that caught my eye. The Mario plus Rabbids and ren'py. It's important that I still play video games and participate in the discussion of these video games so that I can still understand what it's like to be a video game player. I'm currently trying to finish Nier Automata. Nier Automata continues to amaze me as I keep playing it. Yoko Taro, Drakengard, and Nier creator, is not afraid to take risks. I have played and put a lot of hours into Automata, And I can't tell where the story is going most of the time, despite playing Drakengard 1 and 3 and the first Nier. It's a really nice feeling not to see a lot of things coming in the story for once in a long time. There are some things I don't like, but I'll save that for later and for a different YouTube channel. I do love Yoko Taro's games, and following some of his methods of story writing does give me a lot of ideas for being far more creative. That's the importance of playing video games while developing video games too. Anyways, I'm going to get back to Captured and figure out what was I doing before my plans were thrown out. So what games have y'all been playing, and how has those video games helped you be more creative, or are you just playing those video games for fun? Please let me know if you enjoyed this video in particular. Have a nice day, guys.